Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air is Gabriel. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
45.
Here's Gabriel. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Hill shedding the tackle. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st down, it's Jeanty. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Yellow.
Throwing now, Gabriel. That's swung out wide to Harris. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
52 blue. Need old blue.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 46-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
21G, 21G. Ready. Ready, team, 21G. Got.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Black shot.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
44. Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, Achane. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Now Tua going to change the play.
20 TX.
On first down, back to Achane. Dancing away at the 35. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Hey, turbo 2. Solo left side.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On third down, Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
60 reps. 60 reps. Set.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a second and 10.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Gabriel looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Gabriel going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. You did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Down. Ready.
Now Gabriel. Completes this one with Thornton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Gabriel. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Set.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on. Smash. Red. Yellow. Ready.
On play action, it's Gabriel. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Gabriel's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
All right, go ahead, go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get this to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
At the 23-yard line.
Go ahead.
Now Tua. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Watch it, Oscar. Get set. Ready, T. With it.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey,
Here's Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10.
They're right here.
Tua sets up to pass it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get safe. Go ahead. Out, done. Out.
Tua, the final shot before half. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Sanders now to have the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. But he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Tua going to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Ready, shot. Get on.
But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Set, ready. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 6.
Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Fly blue. Hut, hut.
Play action. Now it's Gabriel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready. Ready, team. Wait. Out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Ready, team. We're done.
They'll run. A-Chan. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? A-Chan once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. A-Chan. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon A-Chan with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal.
Dolphins 38, Raiders nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Here's Gabriel. Work in the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game. And early turnover. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
To throw, Gabriel. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Ready.
Throwing now, Gabriel. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
To the air is Gabriel. Touchdown Raiders. Trey Tucker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go to your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw. Down the sideline it goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Finding room at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff to Genty. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another
Watch out now.
Las Vegas
52.
first down. A gain of 12.
Hut.
First down.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Go. 17.
It's a gain of 9.
Steal. Block.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Smash. Red.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Drummond. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Drummond. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18 cards. Let go.
Off the play fake. Drummond. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gabriel. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
10 black.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
60 red. 60 red. Blue striker. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, break. Set up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Well, a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one to Hill. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a toss left for Achane. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football.